Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Nurse Sean. As you can see, I'm wearing a stethoscope because that is what nurses wear. And today, we're going to be learning about catheterization. We're going to be learning about catheterization, alright? And today we have with us, his name is Cave Johnson. I have recently stolen him from an Eddie Bauer which was closing down because of the coronavirus. I've dressed him in my underwear just for appearances. As you can see, I have not dressed his abdomen because his abdomen needs no covering. His abs are really good and I like it. Anyways, if you'd like to skip to the part of the video where we actually start catheterizing something, you can do that. But if you don't want to, which I would highly recommend because you might learn something within the next few minutes. And we're going to set up our guy, we're going to put him all together, and we're going to perform a little bit. He's a little bit hard to put together right now. That sounded good. We might just cut to the part of the video where I get Cave Johnson together. A good amount of effort later, in a good minute, we got him all put together. Now, for this next part of the procedure, you will need a drill. As you can see, I'm holding this drill in my hand, and I'm going to use this size drill bit. Bada bang, bada boom, as nobody says anymore. And as you can see, we've exposed some things. This is clearly not the way an actual female, or even just person in general, is gonna look. It's not anatomically correct, and so we have to fix that. We need to guess. We just need to put a hole in it, actually. It's actually what we just need to do. We just need to put a hole in it. So, that's about where it is, boys and girls. Yeah, I'm just shut up and drill. That was painless. I could have just used like a freaking pencil. That would have done the trick too. Anyways, we got a nice hole. Our urethra. The opening to our urethra. Okay. So now, with our very realistic and lifelike patient, we are going to begin with the procedure. Okay. Alright. So you got your order. The first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna come in, you're gonna introduce yourself. Hi, my name's Nurse Sean. I'll be taking care of you today. I see here that I need to put a Foley catheter inside of you. And at this point, some of you might have realized that I am literally talking to a blanket right now. We've introduced ourselves. We've clarified that the patient is who they say they are with their name and their date of birth. What do? I'm gonna walk you through it. Now the first two things that I need to establish with you is, number one, you need to know whether you're right-handed or you're left-handed dominant, okay? If you're right-handed dominant like me, you need to be on the right side of the patient's bedside. This is gonna be evident later on when we get into it. And the second thing that I need to establish with you is that this is a sterile procedure. Not just a clean procedure, but a sterile procedure. So here we go. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna have to say, ma'am, I'm gonna have to expose you now. You just gotta get that part out of the way. You need to make sure that the perineum is clean, okay? You don't want it to be dirty. You don't want what's called a CAUTI. And for all my nursing students out there, you will understand that CAUTI means catheter-associated urinary tract infection. Boom. Also assess for allergies. You want to make sure that your patient is not allergic to latex or povidone iodine. If they have an allergy to that, you can use another antiseptic such as I believe it's called chlorhexidine. As you're going, you're actually going to have two sterile fields. One is here, right underneath your patient, and the other is going to be over here. Okay? So you just want to make sure that you know what you're doing going into it. Duh. Anyways, here we go. This is the moment you've all been waiting for. We're gonna pull out the packaging, and we wanna be very careful in each step of this process. We wanna be very mindful of where our hands are, keep it that way, okay? So we're gonna pull everything out, we're gonna be very mindful, very cautious of everything, and what I like to do is I like to just set that there, you know? This becomes our nifty little garbage can, okay? So we can fold this up, make it a little garbage can, put it right at the end, bada bing, bada boom, perfect. Why don't you just come in here for a second and I'll kind of explain what's going on. Got your packaging like this. Again, we're being very mindful of where we're putting our hands, so we're gonna make sure we unfold away from us first, okay? So that way we have the more material right there, just in case any debris, any dead skin cells, anything falls off our arms, okay? So we're just gonna open everything up here, and we're just gonna get situated here. We're in it for the long haul now. Okay, so technically, what's sterile, what's not sterile? Everything in here is sterile, and an inch along each side here, that's considered not sterile anymore, okay? Again, very mindful of where our hands are, and there's gonna be a few different things in here. This is why I brought you in close. So we've got our fenestrated drape here, okay? And this is just a drape with, it's fenestrated just means it's a drape with a freaking hole in it. It's pretty useless actually. Not a lot of facilities demand that you use these bad boys because they're pretty useless, as I already stated. But some of your nursing videos and maybe in your classroom, they're gonna say they want you to use it, but I don't. So here we go. So we have this drape here. This is our main bad boy. This is our main drape here, and we're just gonna lay this again. We're touching only the very edges, and we're gonna ask our patient to lift up, and we'll put that there. Okay, we'll come back to that. But all right. So next in our box of goodies here is our sterile gloves, and we're going to don our sterile gloves. It just means put on, okay? And if you actually listen to it, it's kind of what it sounds like. Okay, so we're just gonna take our gloves out again. We're very careful of what we're touching, and we'll just open up our drape, and we don't want anything. Well, not drape, but we're opening up our gloves here. Okay, here we go. So these sterile gloves often have a right glove and a left glove. Okay, and so we gotta be careful of that. So we're gonna use our right hand here, and we're just gonna grab the inside there. It's kind of got a nice little cuff there, like that. And we're just gonna insert our hand, right? So we just insert our hand. Bada bing, bada boom. Again, very careful. We're not touching anything. Now we can't touch this hand at all. Okay, and then we're just gonna grab our other glove here. The other one's a little bit easier to put on because we got this one going on for us already. Find the thumb. Where's the thumb? I think I found the thumb. There we go. And we're just gonna slip those bad boys on. Ha ha ha. We got our sterile gloves on now. Now I can touch anything I want in here. This is all sterile. My gloves are sterile. Everything's sterile. So kind of have a little bit more freedom now. Okay. So we're gonna have this bottle here. This is our urinary specimen cup. Okay. Now the inside of this is considered sterile. And the outside of this is also considered sterile right now. As soon as I put it here, or anywhere else, is no longer sterile. But the inside is always going to be sterile. Okay, so we're going to set this aside. We don't need that right now, but we might later. Okay, so this is that povidone iodine solution that I was talking about before. This is typically what's going to be in here. This is our most popular option. Nice little forceps and some cotton balls. Got some lubrication here, and then we also have right over here. We also have 10 milliliters of water. Real nice. All right, and then okay. So underneath here, here's the actual bad boy. We actually got a urinary catheter kit right here. Okay. All right. So we're just gonna back up a little bit here. We're gonna pretend we just got our gloves on. Okay. What are we doing from here? Well, I'm gonna take my povidone iodine solution. We're just gonna squirt it on in there, and it's kind of a brown, black, kind of liquidy solution. It would kind of surprise you what it looks like. Okay. After that, we throw this away. Throw that in our garbage can. All right. And we got our povidone iodine solution, povidone iodine solution right there. That's what we're pretending. Get our lubricant here, okay? And we would squirt our lubricant all in there, real nice. We would throw this away. And then we're just gonna lift this up. I like to grab hold of my guy here. And normally there'd be like a little plastic sleeve on this too. And you want to be real careful removing that because you don't want this to flop around and hit anything. And then you just put that in a lubricant solution right there, okay? And then here's where we go from here. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, we need to make a crucial step here. We're gonna take our left hand. Remember, this is what we were talking about, which side of the bed you want to be on, and this is why. Okay, so we're gonna take our left hand for our right-handed dominant people, and we're just going to spread the lips labia, or the labia is the lips. You take one cotton ball, and you saturate it in your povidone iodine solution, and then you're just going to go one side of the labia down, okay? You get rid of that cotton ball, okay? Then you soak another cotton ball, you go the other side close to you, down, okay? And you're always going down towards the anus, okay? And then in the last one, you're just going straight down the urinary meatus right there towards the anus, and you're done. Okay, so we're here. Now what we can do is we can actually grab my kid here, and I could just transfer it right there, still holding the lips of the labia. Okay, no problem. And we would have this. The end of the catheter is soaked in the lubricant. And we're just gonna insert, and we're gonna tell our patient they're gonna feel a little bit of pressure. We're gonna ask them to bear down, and then we're just gonna insert that bad boy just like that. Just insert, 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 and it really does go in pretty easy. It's not the most terrible procedure in the world. And you're just gonna go until you get liquid, okay? And once you hit liquid, you're gonna go about another inch in, okay? So just pretend I hit liquid. We're gonna go about an inch in, okay? Bada bing, bada boom, that's there. Okay, now here's the next crucial step. And some people will do this ahead of time. I unfortunately forgot. You don't have to do it ahead of time, but it does actually make it a lot easier. So remember that 10 milliliters of water? Well, you need that. You need that to go into the balloon, you know, to keep it in there. So you're gonna grab your 10 milliliters of water right here. Still haven't left my hand off here, and we're just going to put this right on. It doesn't really lure lock, it just sits there. And there you go. Alright? So not the end of the world if you wind up forgetting about this step, but you definitely don't want to. And then here you go. That's it. That's it. The catheter is going to stay in there. It's nice and it's held in place by that bubble. It's no longer a sterile procedure. We're pretty much done. At this point, the procedure is over. We would take off our sterile gloves. We would get rid of those. We might put on, other gloves. So then we would mess with this bag here. We'd strap it around. And for women, you want to strap it to the inner thigh. Okay? Strap it to the inner thigh, and then you want to secure this on a part of the bed that's going to move up and down with it, And so you just strap that like that, and you're good to go.